In a small, dusty village surrounded by dry fields and broken roads lived a boy named Ion. He was only 12 years old, but his eyes carried dreams bigger than the sky. Ion's family was very poor. His father worked as a daily laborer, and his mother stitched clothes late into the night to earn a few extra coins. Many days, there was barely enough food for the family. But Ion had something stronger than hunger he had hope. Every morning before sunrise, Ion would wake up, help his mother fetch water from the well, and then run barefoot to school. His uniform was old and faded. His shoes had holes in them. Other children sometimes laughed at him. "Why do you even come to school?" one boy once mocked. "You will end up just like your father." Those words hurt deeply. But Ion never replied. He just smiled quietly and sat in the front row, listening carefully to every lesson. Because Ion had a dream. He wanted to become a doctor. Not for money. Not for fame. But because he once saw his younger sister cry in pain when they couldn't afford proper medical treatment. That day, he promised himself one day, no child in his village would suffer because of poverty. Years passed. Life became harder. One evening, Ion's father got injured at work. The small income they depended on suddenly stopped. The house became silent. Fear filled the air. Ion knew what he had to do. After school, he started working at a small tea stall. He washed cups, cleaned tables, and served customers until late at night. He studied under a weak streetlight when everyone else was asleep. His hands were tired. His eyes burned. But his dream burned brighter. One day, his school announced a district scholarship exam. The top student would receive full financial support for higher education. It was his only chance. For weeks, Ion studied harder than ever before. He sacrificed sleep. He ignored hunger. He revised every subject again and again. The night before the exam, the electricity in his area went out. Darkness filled the room. His mother lit a small oil lamp and placed it beside him. "Beta," she said softly, "we may not have much, but we have faith. Allah sees your hard work." Ion nodded. He kept studying. Exam day arrived. The questions were difficult. Many students looked nervous. But Ion felt calm. Every late night, every tear, every insult, they had prepared him for this moment. Weeks later, the results were announced. The entire village gathered around the school notice board. And there it was. First position, Ion Khan. For a moment, he couldn't breathe. His mother started crying. His father, still weak from his injury, stood proudly with tears in his eyes. That scholarship changed everything. Years passed again. A new clinic was built in the same dusty village. It was small but clean and welcoming. Outside the clinic was a signboard. Dr. Ion Khan serving with care. People from nearby villages came for treatment. No poor patient was ever turned away. One evening, a small boy came to the clinic. His clothes were torn. His eyes were filled with fear. He reminded Ion of himself. The boy hesitated and said, "Dr. Sahib, we don't have money." Ion smiled gently. "It's okay," he said. "Your treatment is already paid for." "By who?" the boy asked. Ion looked at the sky and whispered, "By hope." Moral of the story. Success does not depend on where you come from. It depends on how badly you want to change where you are going. Hard work, faith, and determination